I love that tune.
So do I.
It's called Paris Jazz or Jazz in Paris or something like. I don't know. I found it on YouTube and it was a freebie
Oh,
music, so I could use it. I was like, oh, I kind of like that
I'm
one.
going to take note of
Um,
that. Yeah.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah. You
love
have to
that.
go into your YouTube music studio, and
Okay.
you can find yourself some really good free clips. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us in the swamp here, and please a big warm welcome to Diane G. I just discovered her all the way from the Philippines, so she's like on the other side of the world right now, and probably doing better off than we are right now. So but I saw her on with Linda D. Gonzalez, and I was like, wow, I kind of like her. And so I watched some of her videos and reached out, and she said yes. So now, everybody, make sure you go to Diane's channel and that you like and subscribe. The link for it is in the description box below. Let's get her numbers up, get some eyes on her so she can kind of start growing and getting better at what she does. Diane does personal readings and healing, Akashic readings, which
Mhm.
I don't do at all. I haven't learned that yet, so it'll get there eventually. But and so I just heard my son come in, and
Mhm.
so Diane, why don't you start out? Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got going and all that kind of fun
Uh-huh.
stuff. And
So hello everyone from Sherry's channel. I'm Diane G. I'm an Akashic Records reader and I'm an emotional energy healer. So I deal usually with the Akashic Records. I channel or read the Akashic Records. Usually I deal with past lives and um, my forte or my specialty is clearing trapped emotions. So usually I do clear emotions that are trapped or emotional baggages that are trapped from past lives or in this current life because so when we get to experience traumatic experiences, some of the emotions that we feel during those experiences are too big that we can't process them, and sometimes they get trapped in our energy body. And when they get trapped in our energy body, we carry them over in many lifetimes. And so that's what I'm here to do. I clear trapped emotions and I help clear trapped emotions from people. So usually my readings are based on that, on past lives and emotional clearings. So I'm very happy to be here and I'm very thankful to be here. And thank you so much, Shari, for letting me
you're
be
more
on
than
here.
welcome. I've been looking forward to this. I could have used you about 15 years ago when I was clearing a lot of my own trapped emotions. Um,
Yeah.
uh,
But I'm
oh,
here
okay.
now. So if
Here
there's
she
anyone who
is.
needs some
No,
healing from past lifetimes, past lifetime experiences, so yeah, I'm here.
and I missed the last part of what you just said there, Diane, because my son started giving me directions
Oh,
from the
yeah.
vet. So my cat Minu just got back from the vet. She got fixed today, so there won't be any more surprise litters of kittens, at least not from her. So
Mhm. So yeah, you said that you could have used me 15 years ago. So if there's anyone in the chat or watching in the replay who needs someone who can deal with past life trauma and past life and releasing trauma from past lives, so here I am.
there
I
you
might be
go. Now
15
you know
years
who to
late,
go
but
to.
yeah.
Um, yeah, like I said, Val did an Akashic reading on me last year, and uh, I mean, we cleared stuff I didn't even know I was still even stuff from past lives, and
Mhm.
I had no idea I was hauling that crap around with me. It made such a
Yeah.
big difference. It was like, oh, I feel like I can breathe again. Um,
Some of them
so
are actually like thousands of years ago or millions of years ago in case of galactic lifetimes.
yeah,
And we've been hauling them around. Yeah.
I had a what they call a star seed report done several years ago, where they
Oh.
go in and they trace back like what what planets, planetary areas you come from. What, are you Arcturian? Are you this? Are you
Yeah.
that? And when my report came in, that section of it was blank. There's nothing there.
Oh.
And so I contacted them, like, there's nothing here. It's blank. And she pulled it up and looked at it. And she was like, oh, yeah, you come from the before time. I'm like, the what? And she said, the before time. I said, before what? And she said, before everything. I said, before everything what? I'm not understanding you. And she's like, you were here before the universes were here.
Oh,
You're
so
from
that's your
the before
origin.
time. She says, so that's how old your soul is. You come from the very beginning and you were in on it. And I'm like, well, I kind of screwed some stuff up, didn't I? I should have done a better job of it. But
I
so
love
yeah,
doing those readings. Yeah.
that kind of freaked me out. I was like, oh my God, what do I do with that? How do I deal with that? But it's taken a while. I mean, and since I've kind of known, whenever I do a little bit of shadow work on myself or something like that, then I know that I can look into that and go back a little further than maybe I would have been comfortable doing before, because I would always come into this blank space and it would freak me out. I didn't know why I was getting that. And it was because I'm from the before time. So she told me.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody else said, oh, that means you're a celestial. And I'm like, I don't feel very celestial. Not at all. So she's going in her window. Okay. The cat is still like doped out big time and just kind of wandering around like, what's going on? And today was the first time she'd ever been put in a carrier, that she'd ever ridden in the
Oh.
car. It's the first time she ever left the house. I mean, other than just right outside where we are. So she's had a very traumatizing day. And then she got fixed. She got all her vaccines. She got chipped. And so she should be good to go for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And, but wow, it was like, sounded like somebody was ripping her soul out, taking her to the vet.
Oh no. She must have been scared if that was her first time.
She was freaking out. And I mean, you just like, it's like I didn't dare take her out of the carrier to hold her, because she would have ripped me apart just trying to get out of the car. It's like, you just got to listen to it driving up. So, well, a big step back here, say a big hello to everybody. Hello to all my members. Hello to all subscribers. Thank you to everyone from Diane's channel who know her from her and Linda doing work together. Thank you for coming over. And yeah, let's have a little bit of fun. I am actually breaking in 3 new decks today
Okay.
to read with. And one is the Neptune Moon deck from Trish James. And the other one is the Soul Connection deck from Trish James. And then the other one is Mindscapes Tarot. So it's a little on the esoterical side of things. I thought that's something a little different for me. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Seeing if anybody had thrown a question out. Let's stay away from politics today, guys. I need a break. I really do. I need a break.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I was so looking forward to Diane coming up. It's like I don't have to look at any news today.
Yeah.
I can just do my thing.
Okay.
So let's see here. Okay, well, Victoria says she definitely needs clearing of emotions from past lives. Well, Victoria, now you know who to contact. You shoot Diane a message and let her know, and y'all can set that up, because that's not something we can do in a mini reading on here. I mean,
actually we can, but
we can.
really
Okay,
the
most
really
people say
minor
they
ones.
need to take okay. So Victoria, maybe put 1 or 2 issues you think you're dealing with in the chat, and then that way that gives Diane something to focus on.
Yeah.
Because I know with me reading, it helps if somebody says, can I have a general reading about my finances or about my job or about, this, that, or the other, as opposed to, can I have a general reading? Because then you're like, on what?
Yeah.
What direction do you
For
want me
me,
to look at?
yeah.
Sometimes spirit comes right in and says, oh, yeah, they need it on this department here. But sometimes they're like waiting for me to tell them, what am I looking for? So,
For me,
and
when I do Akashic Records readings, that is the case. Like, could you please tell me a past lifetime? And that's like, okay, what past lifetime? Usually that's the thing that confuses Akashic Records readers, because we have, a lot of us have different past lifetimes. So it takes a while to choose one. But whenever we
right,
do Akashic Records readings with energy clearings on them, I usually ask for Archangel Metatron's help, and he pulls up something that the client or the sitter needs the most in the current moment. So it's okay if they just ask for a past life clearing.
just a
Yeah, it's okay.
clearing. Okay.
Yeah. But
All
before we
right.
start, may
Oh,
I
my love
please
remembers from the cosmos. Oh, very good.
yeah.
See, we're probably related and didn't even know it. But
Uh,
okay.
Before we start with the readings, may I open the Akashic records?
Yes, yes, yes.
We
Do what
have
you need
a
to
prayer
do.
of protection and the Akashic
Okay.
records key. So let's take 3 deep breaths. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in the sacred space and all objects in the sacred space for the highest good of this group, consisting of myself and Shari, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. Now I call in the highest level of the divine that knows that love is the power and the truth from which we read, our highest level guides and angels to help us with this reading. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, please hold the sacred space. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Master, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now open. Okay, it's open now. We can
Very
take the
good.
questions.
I like that. All right. Well, before I put a question up, I'm going to put a somebody saying something very nice about you. IAD 1234. I had a starseed lineage reading with Diane, which was amazing. And
Thank
she
you so much,
highly
Ingrid.
recommends her. So there you go.
So just for an explanation, a starseed reading is what you were describing earlier. So I would list all the star systems where someone has incarnated on before coming to Earth. So that is a
Right.
starseed lineage reading. It also comes with an Akashic Records reading. So what experiences they had in their different lifetimes in different star systems. So yeah, it's always fun doing that. I enjoy doing
Yeah.
that. Thank you so much, Ingrid.
That's it. All right. Ingrid, is that her name? Ingrid?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just seeing the channel name. So yes, Brenna, I think we do all need that break. It's been a little crazy. Y'all hear her, huh? She's tripping out over here. Let's see. Let's skip over here to a few. Okay. Richlene Devine. Please, may I get a message from my mom who passed away September 1987 due to breast cancer? Thank you. Okay.
This is more of a mediumship question. So I don't do mediumship.
You
But
know,
if
yeah,
you, yeah, but Richlene Divine, if you're open to it, we can look into past lives that you had with your mom.
there, yeah, there you go. I'm just trying to pull her up to see if she'll come talk to me.
Yeah.
Um, She keeps telling me it wasn't as bad as it looked. I don't know if she's talking about the cancer or something else, but that's what keeps getting repeated in my ear is it's not as bad as it looks, or it wasn't as bad as it looks. And she misses you. That's what I'm picking up. That's all she's saying to me at this point. All right, let's see. Were you getting anything past life-wise?
Yeah, past life-wise, you've had many lifetimes with your mom, Richlene. And usually she comes in as your family member. So usually our immediate family members, they come with us through several lifetimes. They are a part of our soul group, which are the souls who incarnate with us for many lifetimes. And the one that they are showing me is with a lifetime with your mom. I think this is in a European country. It feels like France in the 1700s or like late 1700s or early 1800s. I'm seeing a mom and a son, like a toddler son. Okay, which one is Richlene, please? This is mom. Okay, during this lifetime, your mom was your son. You reversed roles. Okay.
Okay, that
Archangel
happens a
Metatron.
lot.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Why did they reverse roles in this lifetime, please? What lesson? Metatron could just show me. You wanted to experience things from different perspectives, is what the Akashic Records masters are telling me. In that first lifetime, you had some struggles, which is about fitting in with society, is what I'm hearing. And your son, which was your mom in that lifetime, struggled a lot with that. And you incarnated together in this lifetime to learn more about how to deal with what society expects from you both. So it was one of the struggles that I'm seeing that you had to face, like the judgment of others is something that you face together. So I'm seeing a very close connection. So it really makes sense that you miss her and that she misses you, Richlene. So thank you so much for trusting us to do this reading for you, and I hope that helps.
Absolutely. All right, let's see here. Okay, here's one that's more probably for you than me. Marari, does the records have a guardian or protector?
They do. They come in many names. We call them the Akashic Records Masters, but they are also called the Lord of the Records sometimes. Most of us have three assigned to us. But yeah, there are protectors because some of them have, well, many of them have different roles. Like I have three. One of them is with regards with security. The second one is like works as a receptionist in the hotel, which is who I ask a lot of things from. And then the other one is the guide, but they keep people away. They keep information away that we are not ready to discover yet or to know yet. Is why why we have a guardian or guardians rather.
That makes sense. Maybe preventing someone from looking at something that they're really not quite ready yet to deal with.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. And You've got a new subscriber,
Oh, thank you
Gordian
so
Not
much,
just
Gordy Not.
subscribed. So TC is a wonderful person, absolutely. And so Richlene said her mother was only 49 when she passed, and she was 27 at that time. That's still really young. All right, let's see. Let's go to who's next here on the scope. Maureen D'Amico is in and would like to know, what is my soul contract for this life?
Okay. Maureen, usually when we talk about soul contracts are things that we signed up for in this lifetime, things that we experience. So there are many soul contracts in this lifetime. So I'm just going to check for one. Instead of a soul contract, they're actually showing a soul mission. It has something to do as well with contracts, because they're telling me that you incarnated in your family to be a cycle breaker. That is your soul mission. That's what they're telling me. So your contract is to be born into the family where you were born into. And that is to break cycles within your family. I'm hearing cycles of abuse, cycles of addiction is what you're here to do. Is what you're here to break, rather, Maureen.
All right. Hold off on that for a minute. The first thing I drew for you from the Soul Connections deck is a protector. Part of your mission here is to be the protector, to help those that are important to you feel safe. It's like you're kind of watching over everybody. You keep in mind, excuse me, where you keep up with where they are and what they're doing, not in an intrusive way, but in just a kind of like a mama hen kind of way. You just want to make sure that everybody's okay. Everybody has what they need. Oh my goodness. And then I drew for you caution. And that's telling you to just kind of be aware of suspicious activity around you, any sly dealings. Just make sure that if anything happens around you or dealing with family stuff, and you just kind of get that little tingle about something doesn't feel quite right, jump on it, because that means spirit's letting you know part of your job is, in order to protect your family, you have to be aware of any dangers that are coming along. So that's what I'm getting. And I apologize for the noise. Evidently, somebody outside decided now is the time to run a machine out there. And
What a perfect
I
timing.
guess they're used to people getting ready to go to the game or something on a Friday night, or going out to party. I mean, I do apologize for the noise, y'all. All right, let's see. All right, next up, let's see, we just did Marine. Old Windwalker would like to know, what do I need to focus on over the next couple of months? Any past, future lives affecting me now?
Okay.
Okay.
So for Old Windwalker, I'm seeing actually a galactic lifetime. Initially, I was seeing ships that were firing at each other, and I asked where this was, and they're telling me this was in Orion. You had a past lifetime in the Orion constellation. You were in the more chaotic parts, and I'm hearing Rigel. You were in the star system Rigel. Okay, just going to dial in where you were during this moment. Okay, they're telling me that you were a part of the people who were working for the light, called Black League Resistance. They were um, having revolution or a resistance against the Draconian Empire. Okay, how is this affecting them? Okay, the Akashic Records masters are telling me that it's affecting you now because you can't stand injustice whenever you see them, because you've dealt with that during your past lifetime in Orion. And you will fight for what you believe is right, and you're not afraid to go through what is necessary, is what I'm hearing, or what you think is necessary to fight for justice. So that is something that will be affecting you in the future months, is what they're telling me.
All right. First thing I drew for you was the High Priestess. And so that's the High Priestess is someone who's very in tune with her intuition. She is very in tune with hidden mysteries. I think this is something that Spirit's trying to point out. Um, maybe a little bit more personal work, shadow work, or just meditation time to kind of see what it is that you're picking up on, what it is that Spirit's trying to point out to you, to use your intuition, um, use your ability to be able to pick up on those things on a spiritual nature. Um, and then I pulled Blink of an Eye, and it says, life is fleeting, it really goes fast. So it's important. Don't try to like over focus on something happening right now that may be nothing you're dealing with at all 6 months from now. But look at it, see what it is that you need to deal with, and the rest of it, let it go, and you'll deal with it when it's time to deal with it. Sometimes we can be shown several things at once and not really need to deal with all of them at once. We only need to deal with one or two items. That's where some of that meditation time, kind of me time, is so important, because that helps you kind of, it helps Spirit help you hone in on what it is you need to focus on first. And that's what I'm getting from your Windwalker. I hope that helps.
It can get overwhelming to deal with everything all at once.
Yeah, it's you got to compartmentalize it. Break it down. Show me priority. That's something you can ask Spirit too. Is what's priority? What do I need to deal with first? And let them bring that out, and then deal with that. Forget the rest. Once you've dealt with the priority thing, then ask for the next priority thing, and they'll bring that up. So we tend to overly stress ourselves by trying to deal with everything at the same time, and you're not doing yourself or anybody else any good when you do that. Okay, Brenna 41 is up next.
Rena,
I'd like to know,
okay,
what heartbreak do I need to have healed from a past life? Oh, interesting question. It's,
For you, Brina, I'm seeing a Peruvian lifetime, or you were in Peru. You used to be, you had a lifetime as an Aztec. And I'm seeing you as a leader of your group. Like you were male in this lifetime, and I'm seeing you around mid 30s. You were in your mid 30s. As a leader, you assign people their duties, like you delegate tasks to people. And one of the things that challenged you in this lifetime, or was a challenge to you in this lifetime, is that you assigned you assigned someone to hunt. And I'm seeing they were pretty young, like 17. I'm seeing the number 17. You assigned this person to a hunting party, but unfortunately, they didn't make it because they were too young and too inexperienced. But during that lifetime, you dealt with a lot of pride because you were a leader, and rarely wrong when it comes to making decisions. So you held a lot of pride within you, and you didn't admit that you made mistakes in that lifetime. I'm seeing, and they're telling me that how it's affecting you in this lifetime is when someone points out a mistake, you might be very defensive. I don't know if this makes sense to you, Brino, but I'm feeling defensiveness whenever someone points out your mistake, and that is part of um, you holding onto that pride. Is what the Akashic Records masters are telling me. So if this is something that you want to be cleared, let us know in the comments, and we can do the clearing later. How about you, Shari? What are you picking up on?
Sorry, I was muted there. My guys all came in, so a lot of noise going on. The first thing I drew was elevation and ascension, ready to level up, it says. Kind of what I'm getting off of this is that as you deal with the different heartbreaks going on in your past, as those things come to light and you deal with it, you're going to have that ascension and that elevation that's going to be able to help bring you up from there. And then the next thing I drew was vibrational alignment. So as you deal with these different components as they're brought up, you're going to be able to vibrationally align with them and be able to figure out what you need to cut away and what you need to hang on to for now. What does that say? At the bottom, it says frequencies around you. So right there, it's talking about being able to focus in to pick up on those frequencies that are all around us. And as you get tuned in, you'll be able to pick up on that a lot better. And you'll be able to move on. It's like they're going to bring the heartbreaks up to you so that you can look at it, deal with it, be done with it, move on to the next thing. That's what I'm getting.
I agree with that. I'm getting a period of healing for Brina. That's why the heartaches might be coming up. Yeah. So Brina is also asking that we clear this. So I'm just going to do that very quickly. I'm going to be using my pendulum. It doesn't actually do anything, but it will spin while we're doing the clearing. It just means that the clearing is ongoing, and it's going to stop when the clearing is done. So, okay. I call in Archangel Metatron and the Akashic Records Masters. Please clear the trapped emotion of pride from Brina's heart, from her energy body, her physical body, no timelines in all lifetimes in the past, present, and future, for her highest good, highest most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Archangel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. Thank you. And it's done, Brina. Thank you so much, and I hope that helps.
And Juniper Vale, yes. Maybe you can point your cat to the TV, to the screen of the monitor and say, the cat's on the other side. For those of you who came in late, my cat just got fixed today. She just got back from the vet. So she's like really kind of flipping out a little bit. And what was it? Old Windwalker had said, yeah, they think I had several lifetimes fighting for the life. That, yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's see. Anita K is next.
Okay.
Do you see my husband getting through his appointment in Mexico, being able to return without issues? Okay, I'm gonna mute.
If you're ready, Sherry, please go ahead. I'm still
Yeah, that's okay.
drawing cards.
The first thing I drew for you, Anita, was the Seven of Branches. Um, those are the wands, I believe it is. So we're looking at challenges. He's dealing with some challenges here. But it also says self-belief. So he needs to just be assured, believe in himself, perseverance. He's hang tight to what he knows is right. Um, Deal with those challenges by persevering through it. And I think that's going to help him a lot. And then I drew the Hermit. And from there, we're talking about soul searching, solitude, inner guidance. This just seems to go with as he's facing
Sherry, did you lose audio? I can't hear
Oh,
you.
I did. I
Or is it
forgot.
me? Oh, there we
Okay,
go.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right, let me pull them up real quick. I thought I had clicked it. I guess
Yeah.
it didn't go. We started out with the 7 of branches. This is challenges, dealing with things that may come up, not anything too difficult, but just that challenge, followed by the Hermit, which is solitude, a little meditation, whatever it is that he gets challenged with. He's going to have to take a little extra time on it to work it through. It doesn't feel like a wall that's in place. It just feels like a stuck door. He just has to give it a little bit of a harder push to get through it. It's not going to be standing open waiting for him, but he's going to have to work at it a little bit and just believe in himself that he's going to get through it with no issues. And I think that's what I'm getting. I don't see anything definitively difficult, just challenging, so to speak.
So initially, just to explain, the Akashic records, the way I see it, they don't show me the future. So for this, I turn to oracle cards. This is from I Don't Care. I was led to this deck called I Don't Care by Steph Wilder. So the very first card that I got is called Inhale, Exhale. So this ties in with what you just said, Sherry, that when they get to Mexico, it will be a period of introspection. They will go through a period of introspection rather, and they will have to go back to the basics, in the sense that they will have to turn inwards. A lot of time is what they're telling me, what the spirit guides are telling me that's going to happen, or what will help them when they get to Mexico. So it really goes with your reading, Sherry. So I hope that helps, Anita.
Very good. Candy Lynn is asking, Diane, can you tell me what you see?
That's pretty general, but whenever I do Akashic Records readings, I see it as a movie clip, like something placed within my mind, like a movie clip in my mind, and yeah, that's what I see. But are you talking about yourself, like what I'm seeing for you, Candy? What past lifetimes? Because that will be a different story. But yeah, how I see things, I use my clairvoyance or my mind's eye. Oh, yes. Okay. A past lifetime. Okay. Akashic Records Masters, could you please show me a relevant past lifetime for Candy right now? It's an odd architecture. Is this on Earth? Okay, Korea. You had a Korean lifetime. I'm seeing like an odd architecture where, you know, the Korean roofs that look like this. I don't know what they're called, but I'm seeing that shape in my mind. So you had a Korean lifetime, and you were a female in that lifetime. You were in one of the palaces. Okay, what period was this, please? I'm hearing Goryeo for some reason. Okay, what was she doing? What was her lifetime like in Korea, please? Okay, this is Korea in the past, but right now it's in South Korea. How is this relevant to her life right now, Metatron? They're telling me that in that lifetime, you were a servant to a princess, to one of the princesses in Korea. And so you lived for a lifetime of service. So right now, you might feel like you are doing that as well. You are living lifetimes of service. Okay. Your spirit guides are chiming in. They're just reminding you that whenever you serve other people, make sure that you are also pouring back some of the self-love that you give others onto yourself. Because just giving, 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 and serving, 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 it's going to drain you, is what your spirit guides are telling me. So yeah, that is a message from your spirit guides in a past lifetime for you, Candyland. I hope that helps.
Well, I had 3 of them jump out at me, 3 cards here, with the connection, soul connection deck. The first one was multiple issues. So you're not just dealing with one thing right now. You've kind of got several things kind of all happening at once, which can be a little overwhelming and a little confusing. But at the same time, I also pulled resilient. So that means regardless of what's being thrown at you, you are able to handle it and deal with it. You're able to resist what you don't need to deal with, and you're able to hold on to what you do need to deal with. In when I say hold on to, in the respect of being able to hold it, to look at it, to discover what it is you need to let go of. And then the last thing I got was introspection. You may be feeling a little alone sometimes, like you're trying to deal with this all by yourself. You're not. You are not alone. Your guides are with you. You have people around you who care, who maybe they don't express it well enough or often enough, but they do care. But more importantly, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, they are all with you. And they're all there to help you move forward and make good choices. And it can, kind of like what we were saying a little earlier, don't try to take on everything at once. Break it down into priorities, one thing at a time. Okay. All right. Let's see who we got next. Jade is next and wants to know if you can tell her about her past life.
Okay. The jade flowers, I'm seeing a beach and a shore. They're telling me this was a past lifetime that you had in Lemuria, or one of the ancient civilizations that we had. And it's called Lemuria. This is more of a divine, femininely oriented civilization that we had. This is an island or a continent that used to exist in around the Pacific area or the Pacific Ocean. So you had a past lifetime there. I'm seeing you were a man during this lifetime. Okay, how is this relevant to Jade's present lifetime, please? You might be drawn to plants, jade flowers. Oh, your name says flowers. Okay. You might be drawn to plants in this lifetime, and how you ground is you go into the nature. Is what they're telling me. Okay, is that a message for her, please? Your spirit guides are reminding you to ground. That's why they're showing you this lifetime. The masters are showing you this lifetime. They would like you to spend more time in nature. Because I'm seeing that it's very healing for you whenever you spend time in nature. But yeah, you had a past lifetime in Lemuria. I'm going to see if I can get more details about this lifetime. They're telling me you're an energy worker. And that you were a healer. I don't know if you're aware of this. You're a healer? You were a healer in that lifetime. You used plants as plant medicine during that lifetime, and it's an ability that you carry over to this lifetime, jade flowers. So if you haven't considered it yet, you may look into energy healing or plant medicines, jade flowers. So I hope that helps, and thank you so much for trusting us to do this reading for you. How about your Sharu? What are you picking up on?
Let's see here. I got one that's, I'm kind of looking at it going, okay, what do you mean by that? So I'm looking in the book real quick.
Okay.
um, it helps sometimes when there are books. I just can't find the, I can't see what the number is. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, that's starting to make sense now. All right. I drew for you divided path separated. And what this is talking about, basically, when something in your life is no longer walking in resonance with you, it just kind of echoes through that they're, instead of walking together side by side with someone, your paths are kind of diverging. Now that could be maybe with the past life. You're diverging from what happened before. It's a little bit of a different walk this time out, even though part of you still remembers what was before. It can feel uncomfortable because you're going in a different direction. And then uh, the one from there is, let me blow this up so I can actually read what it says. The other one I drew for you is guiding light, and that's simply talking about you're kind of being steered in a certain direction. So that could be part of what you're going to be getting out of what Diane was able to see for you, what I was able to draw for you. Is this is just kind of a subtle steering. Guides want you to go this way, so go this way. Um, Sometimes you maybe would be like, I don't want to go that way. I want to go the other way. Well, yeah, but they're leading you this way. So go with what they're telling you, and then it's going to make sense to you when you get there. Um, it just sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. But I think altogether it's just a matter of listening to where they're telling you to go and what you need to do. I'm getting a lot of quit dealing with everything all at once today.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's spirit talking to me because sometimes I tend to do that, and try to handle everything at once.
Mhm.
Whereas it's like, okay, no, you need to take it one thing at a time,
Mhm.
prioritize it, take it one thing at a time.
Or it can be a message for the collective as well.
It very well, very much,
Mhm.
you got that right. Okay, Juniper Vale, also known as Tapioca Thievery.
Ooh.
That's how I know you over on Arthur's channel. So, um, are you able to tell me what my previous life before this
For this
one
one.
was?
Okay.
That would be a
Usually,
Diane question.
usually when I ask for the previous lifetime, they don't always show me their most recent lifetime, but they will show me a recent lifetime that is relevant to you in this moment, Juniper. So I'm going to check the records for that. What's most recent lifetime for Juniper? Okay. Juniper, I'm seeing a lifetime that you had back in World War II. You were an American soldier, but you were in Japan, is what they're showing me. Were they a prisoner? Or yeah, this is puzzling because I saw you initially. There were a lot of Japanese soldiers around you, so I asked why that was. And they were telling me that you were a prisoner of war during this lifetime. Um, you were captured by the Japanese soldiers. Okay, how is this affecting her right now? Please. I'm getting some it almost sounds like a spiritual PTSD. Like you may not like conflict, like you run away from conflict in this lifetime is how it may be affecting you. And you may not be very fond of fireworks or very loud sounds because of your experience during this lifetime. Um, Let me know if that makes sense. I'm going to check if there's anything that we can clear from this lifetime because it feels very, very heavy in my stomach. And usually that's a sign that we're holding onto something like an emotional baggage. I'm getting horror. You're holding on to horror that you experienced in that lifetime and that you saw in your lifetime because you saw a lot of violence. So yeah, if this is something that you want to be cleared, let us know, Juniper. Just type in yes in the chat if you want it to be cleared. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Juniper Vale is saying that's very interesting. I've never been scared of scary movies except the ones where someone is held prisoner. Yeah, because you experience the horrors of that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense. I'm leaving that one strictly to Diane because
Okay.
that was a little out of my veil there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. She wants
let's
to have it cleared, so we're
okay.
going to do the clearing first. I request clearing of this horror trauma from Juniper's physical body or energy body. No timelines, no lifetimes in the past, present, and future for Juniper's highest good, the highest default, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Archangel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done. So I saw that it was being cleared from your solar plexus. This is the yellow chakra, the third chakra from the bottom, Juniper. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much for trusting us to do this reading for you.
Absolutely. All right. We are right at an hour, so we can take. We've got what? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 questions left. We're going to try to get to all of you. If we're not able to get to all of you, I do apologize. Come back tomorrow night for the slumber party when I read everybody. We do everyone. I'm here till 3 a.m. because we don't start till 10 o'clock at night. We get everybody. So if for whatever reason we're not able to get to you, I will get to you tomorrow night if you come back for the slumber party. Okay, Janine Barnes, thank you for the donation. That's very kind. She says a lot has affected my confidence, emotions, and hope in finding love. What can you see from my past and advice to move forward? I had already drawn cards before when Diane was doing her clearing. I got for you unintended, which simply means sometimes things, especially from the past, you meet someone, you think this is it, this is the person, but it's not meant to happen yet. That's not the person for you. It's not your fault. It's not anything that you've done wrong. It's just not meant for you now, or just not meant for you. And then the second one I got was thankful, being grateful, uh, thoughtful gestures, show your appreciation, um, especially towards yourself. It's very difficult for someone else to love you if you don't love yourself. So you have to start within. Thank Spirit for allowing you to see what it is that you need to see in order to make yourself a better person for a relationship. And you always have to stop and think about the person meant for you. They may not be ready yet. Spirit may be working on them to have them ready to be the person you need them to be when you meet. So that's why it's important that we don't jump the gun or try to force it. Let it happen naturally and just trust in your guides bringing the right person to you. And you'll know it when they show up. I was married to my soulmate for 20 something years now. We would have just had our 42nd anniversary had he not passed away, but it was like I knew from the get-go that this is it. This is who I've been waiting for. And he felt the same way. So, we got lucky. We found each other. So you have to really work on being open and prepared so that when that person is brought into your life, you recognize them and you realize this is the person I'm waiting for. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to let you go.
That was really beautiful, Shari. I love that you found your partner at the right time. And usually it's about the timing as well.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Mhm. So for you, Janine, I asked if there is any past lifetime that's affecting your confidence and your solar plexus because that's a chakra that is usually that's what deals with the confidence, and so when it's weak or when it's blocked, that's when we feel like we're not confident. So when I checked the records, I saw a past lifetime, and they're telling me this was in the 1920s. I can't zero in on the country where this was, but during this lifetime, which is very recent, you were a woman. And I'm seeing you in your 40s or 50s. You were married, and you had like 2 to 3 children. I'm seeing two. They're telling me there were three. I'm just seeing two in the scene in my mind right now. You were married to an abusive husband in that lifetime, and he didn't treat you with respect. And so what was instilled in that lifetime was that you were unworthy. You were unworthy of love. So this is a trapped emotion that's still in your solar plexus, and something that we can clear actually right now, um, that can help you move forward. Um, if it's something that you want to be clear, just type in yes, and we can do the clearing for you. Um, and also, moving forward, it will help, like talking to yourself and reminding yourself that you are worthy. Part of the reason why I have this pendulum, Shari, is because it's Thor's hammer.
Yeah,
And
so when
for,
I saw it, I was like, and I'm big into the Avengers and superheroes.
yeah.
That's
So
like my thing.
yeah. So for people who aren't aware of the story of Mjolnir, only the people who are worthy can wield the hammer, or can hold the hammer and lift the hammer. So this is a reminder for people who see it that you are worthy. So it's something as well, Janine, that you can say to yourself every day: I am worthy. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of forgiveness, and I'm
Yes.
worthy. Yeah, I am worthy. Just telling that to yourself over and over. Okay, so we'll do the clearing now. I request the clearing of this unworthy trapped emotion from Janine's physical body, her energy body, in all timelines and all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future, for her highest good, highest of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters and Archangel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done. I hope that helps, Janine, and thank you so much for trusting us to do this reading for you.
All right, very good. Thank you very much, Janine. Thank you for the donation. Let's see. Awesomeness is next.
Awesomeness.
And I'd like to know why I'm here at this time.
I'm getting that your soul mission in this lifetime is an innovator or an alchemist. Awesomeness. I'm going to check how you're doing, how you're able to do that. So, innovators and alchemists they're the creators of the universe. How is she doing this, Masters? I don't know if you're into art. Awesomeness. Do you paint? I'm seeing someone painting, but it can also be from a past lifetime. So I'm just going to check. Was this from a past lifetime? Is this in the present? Okay, they're showing me you making art and painting. Awesomeness. They're telling me that there are light codes in the things that you draw and you paint and you create. And you like deliver messages from the higher dimensions through art. I don't know if that makes sense. How about you, Shari? What are you picking up on?
Well, the first thing I got was atmospheric influence, how you are affected. And in this, it's talking about the energies around you now. Many of them come forward with you from before. And so to know why you're here now would be part of that would be to tune in to what the influences are around you. What are you getting? What are you picking up? What are your spidey senses tingling with whenever something is happening? See, that's another reason why I knew we would be all right, Diane, because you're into superheroes like me. I get a lot of my messages through Avenger movies. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
It's uncanny. But then I got soul script, and I'm going to read what it says here because it talks about your guides affirm that the future you seek is already encoded in the now. Realign, choose as if you were already the version who succeeded, healed, became, because you are. The moment doesn't need to be controlled, just lived fully. And that's exactly what Diane was just saying. So yeah, it's already, it's a blueprint. It's already written. You're just following your blueprint. That's why you're here at this time.
You're just letting it flow.
Each piece is ready to be known to you, it will come forward. And you will see that come forward. That's exciting. I like that. All right.
I love that for you, awesomeness.
That's great. Okay, Victoria would like to know, can we tell about her mom that passed at the age of 33? It was in 1981. or info on past lives together. Let's see what I get. All right, Victoria, the first thing I got for you was forgiveness. And it talks about move past grievances and find your peace. And then I got teacher, knowledge, learning experience. I think this is what your mom is trying to get across to you is you need to let go of any past grievances and just forgive. Even if it's just yourself, you need to forgive. Um, just forgive and move forward, and then absorb the knowledge that comes your way so that you can then teach it to others and help them heal as well. So I don't know, maybe she was a teacher or something, but I'm getting a really big tingle on the teaching part of it.
Yeah, I got that too. That she was a teacher way shower for you, Victoria. Um, and I saw that you had a past lifetime in Africa's mother and daughter as well. Um, this was a very long time ago. I can't pinpoint on the period, but you were mother and daughter back in Africa. Like I'm seeing spears. Um, okay, what was their soul mission in that lifetime, please? Like you had a joint soul mission of taking care of um of Earth, and in being shown animals. More, it's more on water and animals. You had a joint soul mission. Okay, how is this relevant in this lifetime? They're telling me that you chose to incarnate as mother and daughter again because you had a very good relationship during this lifetime, and you needed nurturing in this lifetime in your early years is what they're telling me. That's where she's becoming a teacher, or she was a teacher for you. Um, she passed on knowledge, is what they're telling me, and it's more about independence, being an independent person in this lifetime, and not relying on other people. And that's something that you also learned from her during your lifetime in Africa, is being self-sufficient, is what I'm hearing. So I hope that helps, Victoria. Thank you so much.
I'm muted again.
Yeah.
Last question. um, we're already at an hour and 15 minutes, and I try not to keep, especially newbies that have just been invited on for the first time, I try not to overstay so that they'll come back. We just want Diane to come back. So
Oh, thank you, Shari. I definitely
uh,
love to.
that's great. This has been a lot of fun.
Mhm.
So Shirley Mearson is the last question of the night. If anybody else is in the chat that had put something in after we kind of stopped taking questions, come back to the slumber party tomorrow night. Put your question in early so we can get to you. And Shirley, I'm getting told to pick up my pendulum for this one. So, um, all right. Will Shirley have a lover relationship in 2025? I'm getting a no. Will
Same here.
Shirley have a lover relationship come to her in 2026? Oop, that just changed directions. I went yes. So no for 2025. Start looking in 2026. In the meantime, work on you. Work on yourself, because no one else is going to love you if you don't love yourself first. So do some of that. And this is probably one of the hardest things, in my opinion, to do, is doing mirror work. Looking at your flaws and digging them out and saying, let's get rid of this, let's get rid of this. There may be even some past stuff coming in there that you maybe need dug up and gotten rid of. Your girl's right here for that, Diane. So that's what I got
Okay.
for you. What did you get?
I got the same message almost. I got take care of yourself. During this period it might be beneficial for you to take care of yourself first and to really reflect on what you want in a lover. Like, I'm hearing timing. Timing is important, and right now isn't the right time. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I hope that helps Shirley.
that rings with me. So
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, she said thank you very much. So okay, TC, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm guessing it's a message for somebody else you're talking to in the chat. Oh, hey, Patrick, I didn't see you there. So thank y'all for coming. I really appreciate y'all coming and showing support for Diane. Please, please, please make sure you go to her channel and like and subscribe. Click the little bell so you'll know when she drops something new. Check out some of her other videos. She's got some really good ones on there. I've already watched them. And her information is in the description box below, so you can just go to the description box, click on the link, and boom, you're there. And thank you, Diane, so much for answering my invite and coming on. I do appreciate it, and
Thank
I
you,
hope to have
Shari.
you back again soon. And um, that is, let's see, do you have anything special coming up that you're doing? Any shows or anything with anyone, or you're just yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing Soul Cloud. This is my weekly show, weekly solo show. It's going to be on Sunday, um, August 17th. So the topic is going to be protection crystals this time. And then I do Akashic Records readings and energy clearings as well after discussing the topic. So I hope to see you there.
There
Thank you
you
so much,
go.
everyone.
All right. And I'll be back, what's today? Friday. Um, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, with Sun Psychic Jean. We'll be doing tarot and mediumship readings. We try to get together about once a month, sometimes once every 2 months, depending on our schedules. And we take turns on each other's channels. And this month it's my turn. So Jean will be my guest. And of course, the members meeting tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock Central. So if you're a member, please be there. If you've not sent me your email address, please send me your email address, because it makes it easier to send the Zoom link to an email address. I mean, I will post it in the about page, post page, whatever they call it now. I will put it up, but sometimes people have a hard time connecting in from there. So send me your email address so that I can make sure I can send out the Zoom link. And then, of course, tomorrow night is the slumber party. Ramon will be with me tomorrow night. I know everybody loves to have him on. And Moon Scarab is the name of his channel. And he's awesome. So, yeah, y'all come back for that for tomorrow night. And that's it for us for now. Again, thank you, Diane, so much for coming on and being my guest. I am really, really pleased and tickled that you were here, and I've enjoyed this. Thank you all for coming and hanging with us. And hang on, don't disappear on me when we click off here real quick. And we will talk soon. Y'all take care. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.
Bye.